Okay, just gonna restate for the recording device. Deputy Jonas Slow, Officer Brian Parker, Deputy Wesley Whitaker, Lawyer Alejandro Ramirez, and person of interest Stanley Miller, present in the room 7/3/25 at 9:28 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mr. Miller, you are not under arrest. However, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will attempt to provide one for you. Do you understand these rights? I've just read them to you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Could you tell us what has been going on today? Can you just give us some understanding of what's going on here?
Okay. Can I ask, like, why did they bring me here if I wasn't under arrest, dude?
Okay. I'll speak plainly. Technically, I don't have to answer any of the questions. We are technically kind of getting your perspective on things. We're expecting a narrative from you. But I will say that you were detained and GSR tested, and you were found to be GSR positive. So that was the reason for the whole thing. That's the reason why you were brought up here.
But what was I arrested
coordinates
for?
of other shootings that's been going on around the area. So, like, again, that's just me trying to, state the reason, but it's not necessarily me. We're opening it up for your narrative. We're not asking you to ask us questions here.
Did somebody tell you that you were arrested, sir?
No, they told me I'm detained, and I'm like, then why are you moving me? And they said, you're being moved, dude. And I said, what am I arrested for? And I'm trying to make a police report. And they said, we don't know. They told us on the radio to bring you to BCSO. And I was like, why though? I didn't do anything. And they're like, I don't know, dude. And then they brought me here. And this entire time, no one tell me why I'm here. Like, I want to make the police report and stuff, but I'm just trying to understand, like, why the thing happened to me. If you don't know, then that's fine too. I just kind of, want to know I can trust you a little bit.
I will say this. You see, two out of the three faces here were not even present at the cast exchange. That's.
I personally cannot explain it to you, sir.
I have no clue. I have no clue.
If I can interject real fast, Mr. Miller, I did tell you you're being questioned for investigation for criminal use for shooting.
You never said that, dude.
No, I 1,000,000% did. I 1,000,000% did.
I can swear on my wife, dude.
And I can swear on my life and everyone's life that I see in this room that I 1,000%.
Was I under arrest?
You weren't under arrest. You're under detainment for questioning.
Yo!
And I was directed to
just
bring
to be
you up
clear
to BCSO.
You told me that I was under arrest for criminal use?
No, you were detained and you're going in for questioning for potential shooting.
So was I under arrest when you brought me here?
No, you were not. You were told you were detained.
Okay. Criminal use of what though?
Of a firearm because you were GSR positive.
Okay.
It was questioning.
He's literally making it up.
Filed. It was just questioning.
Do you swear on your mother you said this?
1,000%, Mr. Miller. I told you this on the way up the highway. I will tell you that under oath, no matter what. I did say that.
Okay, fine. Oh, mother, dude. We should always love our mothers, dude.
I'm on my mama's life. I love her dearly. She taught me everything I know.
Yo. Okay.
All right. Did that answer at least get you some clarity?
That answered a lot of things, dude.
I love mothers too. Well,
I'm glad we can all appreciate our mothers here in this room.
Just for the record, I don't think that was ever said because I kept asking, and that's fine if he wants to go and make an oath on it. I know how it works, but the entire time I was never told this about this GSR positive. I don't even know if you're telling the truth about that. The second thing is that no one ever said anything. I just kept asking, and they said you're being moved for investigative questioning. Nothing about any charges or what I could have even done, dude. And I swear on everything, dude. But I got kidnapped, dude. and they dumped me in the water. They took everything from me, dude.
How long ago was this?
I don't know, like 3 hours now.
Okay. Do you know where?
From Senior Buns.
Where they take it to?
Well, after I left the apartment, I went to Senior Buns, and I think I went to either the kebab shop or the noodle shop. I don't know which one, because they give all the food in the paper bag. You can't really know what you're putting in your mouth.
Fair enough. Was there anybody working there?
Yeah, that's how I bought the food, dude.
Who was can you like describe the person, or do you know the name of who was working there?
Not wee wee.
So,
No, it's too long
hair
ago.
color or anything? Nope.
And then after I bought the food, I whatchamacallit, I went outside, and then shortly thereafter I got kidnapped. These people came and they're like, yo, 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 and I didn't know they were talking to me at first. And then eventually, like, they tried to, they had some guns, and they put me in the car, and they started asking me all kinds of things. And I think they wanted to do a robbery, or something. That's what I thought originally. But they ended up just taking all my stuff. And they're like, man, you got some good shit, dude. And I'm like, yo, this is all I got, dude. I just I'm kind of broke, and they didn't care. And as they continue to ask me more questions, they start to like punching me and like forcing me to ask all kinds of questions, like, who are you with? And like all these kind of things. And eventually one of them was like, yo, dude, we can't let this guy go and like tell people, dude, this guy might go to police. And then they brought me to the docks, and they had a boat there. And then they put me on the boat, and they drive me so far away, dude. Jesus. And you could barely see like the shoreline. And then they tried to shoot me, and I flopped over into the water. And and luckily, I don't know why, but I wasn't bleeding, but I was just like really hurt. I think they must have like shot on the side of my leg or something. And I was in the water, and my leg was broken, and I had to like paddle with my hands and one of my legs, dude. And I paddle, and I paddle, and I paddle, and I paddle. And I tried to use my phone, but my phone wasn't having the service. And I was thinking like maybe like the water protection's on. and then when I got to the very end of the like onto the shore, I started running, and I was like, you know, with the ships out and the Mayweather dock.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, so I get there, and I go up the ladder, and I had to start running, and I'm like running and running and whipping and whipping. And eventually I got to the hospital, and I talked to, the front desk, and they patch up my leg, and then I go out, and I'm like wandering, and I noticed I tried to call with the phone, and my phone wasn't working, and I couldn't figure it out. So I asked somebody like, yo, do I need to buy like a new phone or something? Maybe mine's expired. And he like, we were talking, and it turns out that they not only took all my shit and pocket wiped me, but they also took my SIM card, dude. And I was like, yo, this is bullshit. So this guy said, yo, don't let them do that to you again. And like, he showed me some things. I don't want to talk about what those things are, because it was a nice homeless man. And he's like, yo, dude, you can protect yourself, dude. Like these gangs out here, they be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, dude. And he's like, yo, man, you got to protect yourself. You want to join my crew? And I'm like, no, dude, I don't want to do that. I want to go get a college education, dude. And so after I said goodbye to him, I started to, try to get more food. And next thing you know, I saw some people, and I was like, hey, guys, can you bring me to Senior Buns? I'm really hungry. And when I turned the corner, it was some people with the guns by where the Vagos live. And they're like, yo, who the heck is you, dude? Get the fuck inside. And there was a lady in there too. And they're like, they kept threatening. Like one of them was like, yo, amigo, what's up, dude? And the other one's like, yo, dude, do we end him right now? How old are you, kid? And I'm like, yo, dude, don't hurt me, dude. I'm only 19. And they're like, yo, take his shit, dude. And they tried to pocket wipe me. And then I was like, dude, I don't got nothing, dude. I got fucking pocket wiped like 2 hours ago. And they're like, oh, we're going to check. And they're like, what's in this backpack, kid? And they check my like, my backpack and stuff. They're like, yo, this guy's got nothing. And then they were talking about like executing me because there was no police. And then the guy that lies on his mom and the Kangal came. And, I was even telling him like, yo, dude, yo, please help, man. I got all my shit taken and stuff. I'm having such a shitty day. And he started laughing at me. And I'm like, dude, why are you laughing, dude? I got fucking pocket wiped, dude, and now I'm a hostage. And he's like, yo, dude, I'm not laughing, I'm smiling. And I'm like, that's fucked up, dude. And so then, what do you call it? I ended up, what do you call it? Then the police came and they said, yo, guys, we got some bad news. Yo, man, like, we're not gonna give you a chase or something. Is everything cool? And I'm like, what the heck? Why are you like negotiating that? And they're like, yeah, man, we can't chase you today, dude. Man, really wanted to do that, but we got some shit going on. And the guys inside were like, yeah, dude, why would we be mad at that? Like free lick, you know what I'm saying? And so then those guys, they got into their van and drove off. And whatchamacallit? And then we're outside, they're asking what our names are. And they asked the names, and then this guy over here says, oh man, yo, dude, we got him, dude. And I'm like, what? And I was trying to tell them to give the report before this, but then he checked our ID, he let the lady go, the lady hostage, and then he put me in the cuffs, and he's like, yo, dude, we're gonna only detain you right now. Actually, it wasn't him, it was Kangal. He was the one just laughing in the corner. And then Kangal put me in the cuffs. And then they made me wait in the what is it, the little like laundromat or whatever. And is it a laundromat? What is that place? I don't know.
Exchange, sir.
Not to be dramatic. Does anyone have food? I otherwise might die.
Yeah, imagine not having food for 2 hours, dude.
I don't have food. I'll try to see if there's any outside.
And then, like, they kept me in there for, like, I don't know, 15 minutes or something. And they kept saying, like, yo, dude, I don't really know what's going on right now, dude. They're just telling me to do things on the radio. And I'm like, okay, like, that's fine, dude. Like, and then they said, okay, you're not being arrested. You're only detained, dude. And then they said, okay. And they put me in the vehicle. And they started driving me. I'm like, dude, what's going on? Why am I being moved? And they said, oh, like, we don't really know. They're telling us on the radio to come to BCSO. And you're only not being detained. You're only going to be questioned. And I'm like, oh, okay, that doesn't really make any sense. But, like, what am I going to do about that, And then I sat here and then I peed because they told me that I could use the restroom, but they forgot about me. And then they told me Murphy Brown is conflicted or something. And he was my lawyer. I asked for him, like, about an hour and a half ago or something like that.
Don't worry, Mr. Ramirez. We cleaned the floor. Put my best PPO on it.
Of course.
Yes, sir. I did a great job.
Yes, was only just appreciating the cleaning efforts of BCSO.
Of course.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, yeah. So I do have a couple questions. First, I would like to take the time to say I'm very sorry that we could not do something sooner for you. You sound like you've been through a lot of unfortunate circumstances. You do not deserve any of that. I'm sorry that your phone was dead when you could have reported you've been shot and ocean dumped. We will.
No, but I wasn't dead.
Yeah, of course you weren't dead, but
no, the phone wasn't dead, dude.
Oh, the phone wasn't dead. It was just waterlogged.
Missing a SIM card.
Missing SIM card and
I thought it was broken. It wasn't until I met the homeless man.
Okay, cool. Well, again, so sorry to do that. But I do have some questions. So first, what vehicle were you driving prior to you being kidnapped?
I I was driving my Baka, dude.
Vodka. Okay. Do you know where it's at currently? Did you ever recover the vodka?
No, I left it and I got another one of my vehicles. I don't know which one it's called though.
Okay.
Yeah. I took both out because one of them doesn't drive so good, dude.
Gotcha. What do you know, like what color it is or anything?
I know it's black and I know it's got 4 doors, dude.
Okay. So a 4-door sedan.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And then you were kidnapped and everything. So yeah, they
Oh
stole.
wait,
What
I can tell you. Actually, I can tell you where it is because they took my both of my vehicles, dude.
They took both. They took both the
Yeah.
vodka and the
Because my Baka
the
was
4-door?
in the white garage at the bottom, and my other car, the one that I swapped to, that was parked like nearby, and they took the keys, dude.
nearby the white garage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to track it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, we'll happily recover it. We'll help you recover it. No problem. When we get out
Okay.
of here, I'll track it myself. But yeah. So
Do I
so
have
you
my
were
phone?
taking-
No one took my phone, dude.
No,
yeah, they didn't take your phone, but they took your SIM card. Is that correct?
Yeah.
No, I mean the police, dude.
No, it was
Oh.
put. It was a put in a bucket.
What?
Yes, I told you this. You need to open your ears a little bit more, Mr. Tuggz.
I think you just say things in your head. You no.
I told
I
you
swear-
multiple
I
times how
swear-
you're
I
gonna put in a little bucket.
I
Hold on.
swear to God,
is
this
your
guy.
phone
No.
currently in
Hold
your
on.
possession
Hold
right
on.
now?
I swear to you, when I told them I needed to use the restroom, this guy goes, "Oh, don't worry, I'll go get you a bucket, dude." That's the only
no
time he's.
one said that. What?
What?
are you
Yo,
talking about?
you need to watch this guy, dude. Like, yo, this guy's crazy.
I did
Yeah.
say I was gonna go get a bucket, but
Yeah,
then we
yeah,
took him to
that-
the bathroom instead.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, that's
bringing
the only
a bucket
time
into
bucket
the
was said.
interrogation room
I-
for a person of interest to utilize is not good when we have
I
a
thought
working
I
bathroom
thought the
down
bucket
hall.
was for the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't
Oh,
I
matter
you
what
were
believe
it
these
you
are
were here
separate
too.
buckets being referred
Yeah.
to, and one was never used.
Yep.
So
Okay, so do you
I think
currently
that-
have possession of your phone right now?
That's why I'm like making sure. You know what I mean? I don't want to be pulling it out, out of thin air.
Well,
Wesley,
listen,
did you
I-
seize
here-
his phone?
I put it in a bucket for him.
What does that mean? What does that
Yo,
mean? Bro?
as
Tell
in,
me what
did
that means.
Did you put it in a bucket for him for theoretically the DOC to pick up later, or for him to
Yo,
take
No,
if he
no,
were
no,
to
this
no,
guy
no.
get
is-
discharged?
Yo, what the-
For him to be discharged and everything later, it's just in the bucket for him to
Okay.
quickly grab so he doesn't have to go to the front desk, get all that.
Okay.
Okay. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so
Yeah.
that phone's in the bucket or whatever. What else did they take it from you?
What
when
did you
were
want me to
kidnapped?
track my phone, dude?
Let's focus on. We'll focus on that when we get you out of here. And
Yeah,
I'll
but
drive
what
you to
the-
your car.
But like you might be able to find them or something, dude. It could be at their house.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to wrap up now, or do
Well, I mean, you could find out. Like, what if they're at the house right now, dude?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if you want to give him his phone from his bucket, I don't see why not. At this time, I don't think there is a reason for it to be in a bucket, and we will discuss that later.
If you just grab it, sir.
Can I?
To
Can
clarify,
I?
this is a different bucket than what I would have theoretically had you utilize in
Yeah.
the interrogation room. Just to
Great.
clarify.
Well, that's what I was thinking exactly. Are you mixing the buckets?
They-
up,
they
or-
They
It's
are
a bucket of
it's
shit.
different buckets,
What's
sir.
You made him put up his phone in a
Yeah.
bucket.
Mr.
of
Jonah,
shit.
I really have to be on that. Sorry. I have to.
It's like, that's the
Because-
green one, right? Because
Okay, so
I
you-
grabbed the blue one.
That
Yo.
sounds a risky method of evidence
Yo,
storage.
for the
you have
record,
different
dude.
Buckets.
Yo, for the record, dude, watch out for that guy. That dude making up lots of shit, dude. I don't think he doing it on purpose, but like none of the like half the shit he said that none of that happened, dude.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
So now that you have the bucket, okay, it's coming.
Yeah.
Right. Is what I'm assuming you walked
I,
out.
I wouldn't worry about him, about Mr. Whitaker, sir. He just
Yeah.
reminds me of another colleague of mine who always has his radio off and never pays attention. So
Yeah, but I think like maybe he's like hearing things and then like misremembering like what happened, cause like what happened in that room was he brought me in for the room with the the height or whatever, and I asked him, "Are you taking my stuff? I don't got nothing, dude." And he said he was gonna seize my stuff, and then he didn't seize the stuff, and there was nothing about a bucket or taking my stuff or like all that came out of thin air, dude. And even saying that the criminal use stuff, like all of that, I don't know where he came up with that, to be honest. Like maybe someone else told him or something, but none of that was said to me, dude.
Okay, so let's focus on this so we can try to wrap.
Well,
this
we
up.
can focus on it, but I'm just saying like that.
Yeah.
Like if he's just making up stuff, that kind of screw you guys,
Yeah. We'll start
and ruin my wife possibly
about it, right? Obviously, we don't want to. We want to make sure that it's done correctly.
We wouldn't want to ruin your wife either. So
that's true. Or life work. So yes, so you currently have your possession of your phone. Do you want to track it and tell me where your cars are currently located?
You may see. Oh, one is back at the apartment, dude.
Is that the Vaca or the Ford sedan?
It is, the Baca, dude. It's like parked by the apartment, but not in the garage, dude. And then the other one.
Well, yeah. What is the name of the other one?
The other one. Yo! I fucking knew it, dude. The people. Oh my god, dude. It's by like where I was kidnapped, dude.
I'm assuming that's at the
I
cash
knew one
exchange?
of those guys sounded familiar, dude. One of the peoples at the cash exchange was also one of the peoples that did the kidnapping, dude.
Okay. All right. Good to hear. We'll try to get that together, and we'll of course recover it when we're done with this.
But that's a pretty vicious guy. Kidnaps you, throws you in the sea, and then kidnaps you again.
Yeah, very, very heinous.
No, one of them, not all of them. One of the voices sounded very like familiar, but
okay.
Yeah.
Do you know like the description of the person by any chance specifically, or?
I only remember he had a short sleeve and curly hair, but not like not like short curly, kind of like, like a mullet.
Okay, like the curly mullet. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Was he masked?
Yeah, they were unmasked.
Unmasked?
No, they were masked.
Okay.
Yeah. But they weren't blacked out. They had like
was?
regular clothes, kind of.
Okay. Was it just like a half mask or?
I don't remember, dude. Like,
okay.
I think it was like bandanas. Like, it was like a mix of things, but it wasn't like,
Okay. What else? We're moving back in time to when you got kidnapped originally. What do you said that you had your SIM card stolen? What
everything was taken, dude. That's why I told.
What else was stolen?
When Kangal, yeah, you can check me right now. When Kangal and this guy came, and we got the people from the place that they were robbing. After they left, I told them I need you to like document this and take a report, but they wasn't listening to me. And then the West happened, but they did check. They even said on the radio he given me consent to search.
Okay. Yeah. So what exactly? I'm just trying to ask what do you know what was stolen from you before you got
everything,
change and everything? Just like do you know like have like a list of things like anything notable specifically? Because you said you got like that you had a lot of shit on you.
I don't even know. Like it was literally just like everything, dude.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because I want to maybe attempt to try to collect this stuff, but if I don't have like a list of what all you had stolen, I can't really collect it.
I mean, I remember food.
Food.
I might have had a knife on me. Maybe a notebook.
Notebook. Is there anything on that notebook or like the title of it?
I don't know, dude. I've been stuck in a hole for like almost a year now.
Sorry to hear that.
They make me work. It's so dumb.
Sorry, to clarify, you just said you've been stuck in a hole for a year?
Oh,
Oh. Here, grab a tissue.
I don't want to make
It's
anymore,
okay.
dude.
It's okay, sir.
I don't want to make any more. I don't want to make any more of them, dude. How much more do they need? Wait, how much more do they need, dude? Oh my god. Okay, I make them what? How many? Oh my god. What? They want 200? What the heck?
200 what, sir? 200
Oh
what?
my god, dude. That's more than I got. What? How are they gonna use that much, dude? That doesn't even. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. What? That's only one of them. What? The other guy wants 300. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Wait. What you mean? Wait. That's one. There's more. Oh my god. Yes, I've been working all night, so I promise. Wait, what you mean they dusty now, dude? Well, but yeah, it takes so long to put them together. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I just want to get out of here. Mommy, please.
What is happening?
Mommy.
I don't have a mom, dude.
If you don't mind me asking, Mr. Tuggz, what is your occupation? Like, what do you do for a job?
I'm a businessman.
Oh, business.
Come on, whole boy, spill the beans.
Go to what?
Sorry, that was a little aggressive.
He wants you to spill the beans on your occupation. Okay, business.
I'm in college, dude.
You're a up and coming entrepreneur?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I could definitely see why the SIM card would be absolutely relevant. You need that for work or whatever, right?
No, it's got all my contact on it, dude. What you mean?
Yeah. Anybody you need to contact, whether it's like business or maybe even personal, you have to contact through that, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess, dude. I mean, I got to call my friend. I got to, do everything, dude.
Okay. Did you talk to anybody today before you had your SIM card stolen?
I was like, no, I like just immediately. I'm like, yo, let me go get some food, dude. And then it just all like went to shit, dude.
Gotcha. Okay. So you didn't really get to speak to anybody on the phone prior to.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. That sounds fine. I'm just re-going over your story, or I'm sorry, your unfortunate circumstances today. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'll help you get to your tailgater, so that way you'll at least get your car back. That'll be a good positive for you today.
Well, I mean, I want to know that you guys are gonna go look into what happened to me, dude.
Absolutely. I mean, the reports are already made. So it's actively being worked on, like literally as we speak. In fact, you being so receptive to this interrogation, like I said, you could have walked out at any point, and you choosing us to give this report. It will absolutely everything will be taken into account.
Okay.
All right. Well, Parker, unless you have any other questions, I think we can terminate this interview this time.
I want to talk to Kangal.
I'm sure you can reach out to him over 311. I think he's a little busy with patrol right now.
Come on, please, dude.
We've tried multiple times.
No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, sir, I'm going to be pausing this recording device.
I remember.
This time. Beep.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to be turning this recording device back on. Beep.
I just remembered something. They told me Max was the best male ever.
Who is? Sorry?
Maximilian Towerbed.
Why would they tell you that?
I don't know, dude. They were really mad at me.
Why would they tell you that? What the hell?
They were so pissed.
Why do you have to know that?
I don't, because him and I had beef, dude.
Oh, okay. You had beef? Jeez.
Yeah, dude. He was the male.
Nice steak dinner. You shared like.
Yeah. He said you never should have tried running against him. I was one of the male candidates.
I wouldn't try running against him either. I assume he's a guy with a relatively normal stature. Probably outpace you pretty good.
Yeah. He was talking a lot about, there was like very few things that were said, but like, now that I'm like, while I was sitting here and thinking about everything that happened, like, because they were mostly spending most of the time, like, talking shit, like, about when, like, my hair and, like, how, like, shitty my clothes are and, like, all kinds of things. But they said something, they did bring up, like, something about mass, and they also seemed to be mad that I went for mail a long time ago.
Okay, perfect, sir. Thank you so much for that information. I hope it will be put to good use.
They also said,
We'll,
fuck Shengang, dude.
Oh,
Oh wow.
well, that's
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I definitely know what all that means.
Yep. Don't know about this. All right.
Okay, yeah, just gonna be ceasing this interview at this time. I'm gonna be
Wait,
turning off this recording device.
Am I in danger?
I mean, it seems like you already know that. I mean, you got held hostage twice today. I mean, honestly, kind of everybody's in danger, but you specifically, because you got like
What?
ocean dumped and shot and stuff. Like, you're kind of already in danger.
Wait, why though? I didn't do anything.
I don't know. Those damn criminals that took everything from you, man. They must not like you. Probably, maybe it's because you're chain gang or whatever.
Yeah, maybe this is politically motivated. You should be careful.
Yeah.
Could
Oh boy.
be. Could be.
Okay, sir. I'll walk you out, both of you out the back.
Yep.
Parker, were you planning on giving him a ride to his car?
Sure.
Okay, I gotta be 10-7 for a few minutes. But
Sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Do you want to, or do you want to go with Alejandro? It's up to you. Do you want to go Alejandro or with me to
Yeah.
get your car? All right. Let me lead you out front, but my car's in the back.
Is this like
Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys.
Is this like
Excuse
a
me.
terrorist guy, dude?
Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, happy July 3rd.
Yo, apparently, like, I got ocean dumped because some guy's like going after people, dude.
You got ocean dump? No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very harrowing story. We got it all in recording.
Oh my
We're gonna
god.
make sure it's
Oh, I'm
documented.
so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Damn.
What you
Yeah,
guys
I haven't seen you for a while. Tuggz, you doing okay?
No.
No? Where you been? What have you been up to?
Terrible.
Right. Terrible. Where's your family?
They're making me walk in the basement.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
think he had a
awful.
PTSD episode during the.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe it's
Oh.
better not to ask him about.
Oh, so sorry. Well, you got a good lawyer there. We like Alex. He's a good man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know if everyone likes me, but sure.
Hey, we've all got a job to do, Alex. You're good.
Okay.
All right,
Yep.
let's get you guys.
Okay.
Bye, Tuggz.
Yo, later, dude.
Actually,
Alrighty.
why didn't you call the lawyer he requested, the Murphy?
So like I said, he is conflicted. The information for that is all in the report. So if you are requesting a FOIA for it, it'll have to be FOIA.
Oh, let's do it, dude.
I will let you know that he is conflicted for that reason.
Right, it's just that it's a bit strange that someone would be conflicted for like a witness to a cash exchange robbery.
What's the usual state? I mean, we already know what the usual standard is for why a lawyer would be conflicted. Is because he would be present and articulatable fact to the case, right? So, I mean, you can get the context clues from that.
Are you saying Murphy is conflicted because